Stay at home or 9 to 5, raising your babies with joy and pride. A real ass mom, you're a real ass mom. Taking care of business. Ooh, girl, you're resilient. 'Cause you're a real ass mom. A real ass mom.
Welcome to the Real Mama Pod. Real ass moms sharing real ass experiences. The things people don't tell you.
Hey, Mama. Hey.
Hey, Mama. Hey. How you doing,
Hi,
friend?
friend.
Hey.
I'm well. Hey.
Hey,
How you
y'all.
doing?
So I'm good. I'm not going to say I'm excited because you always call me out, but I'm doing well and wonderful. And we have a special guest
you can
today.
Be excited.
So,
you can be excited.
Yes, I am excited. How are you?
I'm doing well. I'm well.
That's
Things are
it?
good.
Well? Just well.
Yeah, I'm doing great. I feel
Okay.
good.
That don't sound too
good.
convincing.
Right. I was
Seriously. I am. I could use a nap.
Okay, well, wake up.
It.
It's not nap time. It's recording time, okay? Wake up. Anyways,
I'm good.
we have a special guest today. Yeah. Y'all know we love our guests. And today we are welcoming Karla from Selling Tampa. Y'all probably know her from Selling Tampa. I know her from high school. We used to roll around in her, what truck you had? What's the Cadillac truck? What is it? Escalade. Yeah, she used to have an Escalade in high school.
In high school?
Who had an Escalade in high school? Yes,
Karla,
right. And we will all be in her Escalade, child. And she used to be like spinning on 2 wheels, all kind of stuff. I don't know what were we doing.
An Escalade
in high school. And it was like one of the new ones. That's when like Escalades was like a thing. Yeah. Like it's like you got an Escalade. Like what?
I used to want an Escalade so bad. That was like my dream car in high school. I wanted an Escalade. Meanwhile, you had one in high school. Hey, yes. Karla, welcome.
Welcome. Yes, we're so happy to have you. Thanks for joining us. And we are here to talk about all things real estate and life and all that jazz. So, Karla, for those who may not know you, you want to tell our listeners a little bit about yourself?
So, okay, like my name is Karla. I am a real estate agent, and a lot of you have probably seen me on Selling Tampa. I am a mother of 3 boys. I run a car dealership that I've been actually running since I was 19, 20 years old, which gave me the privilege to be able to drive any car I wanted. And yeah, I'm out here killing it, you know, as a mother of 3 boys, trying to run everything in the world and just make sure that I'm still alive by the end of the day.
Yeah, absolutely. Because you have 3 active boys, and we'll get into that too. So
their own schedule. Crazy.
Yes.
How old are your boys, Karla?
Oh, my oldest is 16, and then I have 2 twins. They are
10.
Yes, 10 years old.
They're big boys.
And they are a whole job in itself, because they have track practice, they have football practice, they have all this stuff going on. I mean, I'm damn near about to have them an Uber driver.
I'm not mad at it. And then your oldest just got a job recently too, right?
Yeah, got a job.
Okay.
I'm like, let me borrow $5.
That's good. You said 16, working a job.
Mm-hmm. That's good. So, Karla, since we're talking about your babies, briefly tell us about your journey to mamahood.
Well, I started pretty young. I was 19 when I first got pregnant. Actually, no, I was 18 and I had him when I was 19. It was one of those situations where I wasn't planning it, of course. I don't think most of us planned it at that time, but I ended up getting pregnant, and I realized that, you know, I have to take care of not only myself, but I have to take care of another human being. So I kind of sprung into action in a way where I was just getting it. Like, I was working at the car dealership, working at several other car dealerships, doing their paperwork. I mean, I was just doing a whole bunch of things to get money.
Right.
And then eventually I got fired from my dad, which ended up making me go and get into my car dealership.
Mm-hmm.
So I opened my own car dealership, and I got burned out when I was like 24, 25. And then that's when I decided to get my real estate license.
Okay.
And then before you know it, I mean, I'm selling cars and selling houses.
Look.
And then my twin came when I was 25.
Okay.
And that right there was a little bit harder. I move like how I wanted to. It was possible. Just twin boys. I didn't know anything about having to feed twin boys at the same time. Like, I was feeding one while the other one was sleeping. And then when the other one woke up, the other one go to sleep. Like, I was doing that for every night, all day long, until I realized that this is not working, because I was sleep deprived. And I ended up hiring 2 nannies and got me some sleep for the first 2-3 weeks. And then I kind of started back getting into working again. It was crazy. I had no idea that it was going to be that. It was hard.
Wow. I bet.
Yeah. Twin mamas. I have a special place in my heart for twin mamas.
So hard. It's so cute. Like, oh, I got twins. No.
I used to want twins. And then after I had my son, I was like, thank God he didn't meet my wishes, because I don't know what I hats off to twin mamas.
Right.
Especially twin boy mamas. I don't know how it feels to have a girl. I know how it feels to have a boy though. And Jesus.
You gotta have some energy. Yeah. I was the same way, Ken. I thought I wanted twins until I had kids, and Jared's in the military, so moving around a lot, I could not imagine. And the crazy thing is, twins run on both sides of our family. So my sister have a set of twins, his brother has a set of twins, and one of my sisters had twins, but she was pregnant with twins, but she lost them, unfortunately. So it just literally skipped me, and I just praise God every day because I could not imagine. So before we get into Q&A, what'd you say? I'm sorry.
Saying people would ask me, like, would you do this again? And I'm like, absolutely not.
Yeah. Nah. There was a strong no for me, and I don't even have them, but they're beautiful boys. So before we get into Q&A, as you all know, our show has been sponsored by Dr. Jack for Sexual Health Awareness Month. And so for each week this month, we'll be pulling a card from her deck and asking our listeners some questions from the deck. So the first question we have, only one question, I'm sorry, is a conversation question. So we have an affirmation on the front, and it says, I love my body and my body loves me. Okay. So conversation, let's talk respect. In what ways do you show respect to your body? How can you practice showing your body respect more regularly?
Okay. So for me, I am big on my body, like down to what I put in it, things that I eat. So for me, that question is basically how I show my body respect is based on what I eat, what I do to it internally, how I take care of it. I'm really big on clean eating. So I think for me, showing respect to your body means don't just eat anything crazy. You know what I mean? Like, take your body from the inside out. Your body's your temple. Like, that's what gives you life. Like, you have to take care of that. So for me, that, and I love soaps. So that's my self-care in the moment. Like, just using all these different types of soap, putting lotion on my body, taking care of it, making sure it stays hydrated. And that's pretty much it. And of course, working out, but
you are a workout guru. So you kill the meals nice too. Body. Yes, very nice. Ooh, and Karla's always been built like that, like since high school, like since I've known her.
Thank you. Like what doctor you went to?
It's not fake, y'all. It's real. That booty is real.
What? All I got to do is eat, honey.
No, that booty is real. It's been like that for a very long time. So she was always known for her big booty.
See, y'all better take care of y'all bodies.
Right. Because she looks amazing and she's very adamant about taking care of her body. Like you'll see her if you follow her on social media. If you don't, follow her. But like you'll see her just getting it in the gym and her cute workout clothes and everything. I'm like, let me put this donut down and go to the gym.
Meanwhile, I had a donut earlier. Meanwhile.
Yes.
But clothes for the gym. It's a hot mess.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Okay. So are we, friend, or do we have any more questions? Or are we
No, we can go
Q&A
straight
now?
to Q&A. Yeah.
Okay. Thanks for answering that question, Karla.
Yes.
Welcome.
I low key. I need to do what Karla doing, taking better care of my body. Start working out more consistently.
Live a long life, y'all. We need to live a long life. You know, definitely what you eat, you can heal yourself from so many different things. You know what I mean? So it's for real. Like,
yeah.
I've minimized it. It's just I've been getting so serious about like my body.
Mm-hmm.
And you can tell you look great.
As inspo.
Yeah.
I tried vegan for like a month and I was like, it's not terrible, but it's a lot of work and it's not convenient. Like, or at least it wasn't for me, I should say. But I'll say this, my husband and I have switched to like a more so a pescatarian diet. So we still eat chicken now and I still eat beef and I might have some pepperoni on my pizza, but it's a slow transition.
Go ahead, ask the question, girl.
I am going to ask my question, but I wanted to mention that. So Karla, you kind of talked about, you have 3 boys. Actually, it wasn't you did. You talked about how life is active. You have basketball practice, football practice, track practice. You got a child that's working now. Like, tell us more about what life looks like for you and your 3 boys.
Well, besides it looking hectic, it's always busy. It's always busy, but I always plan my week in advance. I kind of know everything that I'm getting ready to do for that week after. So it's almost like I wake up, sometimes depending on how busy that day is, I wake up at 5. If it's not so busy, then I'll wake up at 6:30. And then I'm just getting rid of I have my to-do list and I'm just like, okay, going through the list. And I mean, that's it. It's just a crazy, manageable day. If you're organized, like myself, I'm very organized and I just get to it. There's days that I want to just lay down, but I keep pushing through, because there's no choice. You can't stop.
Right.
It's got to get picked. Ooh, you got to feed the kids. You got to go show this house because if not, how are you going to get this check so you can feed the kids and pay the bills? So it's a nonstop show that, I have no choice. And I love it though. I'm not complaining. But sometimes I'd rather stay in bed.
No, I hear you on that.
I'm with you there.
I am taking this whole healing process. I'm taking it like a vacation, to be honest.
Yeah.
I'm not doing anything work. Okay, I'm lying. I did something today for work, but for the most part, I'm trying to lay down and relax and take it like a vacation, just healing. I'm reading books, just getting myself more relaxed so that when I get back ready to go back out there, I'm calmer.
Yeah.
Yes, you're chill, you're relaxed. Like, I can do this.
Yeah. Okay. So you were on Selling Tampa. If any of our listeners don't know what that show is, it's a phenomenal show on Netflix, and Karla is killing it on this show. And so I just want to know, like, what made you get into like luxury real estate? Like, what made you choose that career path?
So I started selling cars at 16 years old.
Mm-hmm.
My mom has always been in the real estate business. It was something that when I was 12 years old, she would bring me to the houses that she would flip. I mean, I'm sitting there painting the walls with her. I'm doing the landscape. Like, she's teaching me all these different things. And then I'm watching her make $40,000, $50,000 a month on one house.
Right.
I mean, flipping one house a month, and I'm seeing her make all this money. And I'm like, okay, I think I might get into that. But I was 16. I needed a job. So I asked my dad if I could work at the car dealership. So that's when I started with him. And then at 19, that's when he fired me because he was like, I can't afford you. You're making too much money. If I'm making a lot, you're making a lot of money, Dad. But pushed me to go and open my own car dealership. And so I did. Me and my mom opened that, which is still open to this day. And at 24, I just got burnt out. I got tired. I can stand seeing the paperwork. I can stand seeing the people. It's a lot of drama that goes into this car business. It's not an easy job. And I'm working from Monday to Saturday, 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. at night. And that's with my son. So it's like, you know what? I need to do something else. So that's when I went ahead and got my real estate license. And here I am.
Wow. So it sounds like you coming out with another show then about the car dealership life.
Listen.
Go ahead and sell that to Netflix.
Right. Selling cars and luxury homes.
Right. The drama. Right.
So you seem to be a pretty successful person. It seems like you've been driven since you were 16, 15, 14, a young woman, right? Yes. So how would you define success? And do you consider yourself to be a successful person?
So I would define success as you getting up to do what gives you that passion, what you like to do, and you get your goals set up, you're on this path where you're like, okay, this is what I want to do. This is what I like to do. This is making me money. This is the plan for this, when you write your goals out and whatnot. To me, though, I won't say I'm successful yet, even though I have all this stuff under my belt, because I'm that type of person that once I get through certain obstacles and I'm like, okay, I've done that already. All right, I built the car dealership. All right, I was on Selling Tampa. All right, I've sold up to $5 million homes, whatever. What's next? I'm still looking for something else. So I'm not successful yet. And I don't know if I ever will be in my head, because I'm never satisfied. I'm always looking for something else.
Right.
Yeah.
That's
Always.
fair.
Like success is almost like fulfillment. Like you have to feel fulfilled. Like yes.
And that's exactly what I feel like. It's just like, okay, I do like what I'm doing. I make a lot of money doing it, but I know there's something else out there, and I know I can get something else, and I know I can make more money doing this, or maybe I can add more money to this by doing this. You know what I mean? So that's where I'm at.
That's real. That's real. It's nothing wrong with that. Yeah. So just to pivot a little bit on Selling Tampa, you were very open about your depression.
Yes.
And I applaud you for that. I appreciate you for that, because your story probably helps so many with being vulnerable, because a lot of us suffer in silence, and it's time to talk about it, because we can save lives, right? So where would you say you are today with your depression, and how did you balance and navigate through your depression, being a kick-ass mom? I mean, selling these houses, slinging these cars, being a mom of 3 boys, busy boys, right? Like being their cheerleader, how did you navigate through that, and how are you feeling today?
So I navigated a lot through, it's sad to say, but it was like the fake smiling, the fake happy, I'm happy. Everyone's seeing me. I'm successful in their eyes, and everything is looking good for Karla. She's in the gym, she's doing this, but it was always a fake smile, a fake happiness, because I didn't fully value myself. I didn't give myself that time to heal from certain things that I was going through. I just grabbed the Band-Aid and just put it on and kept it moving, because there was I didn't like to show a sign of any weakness. I didn't want to show anyone that, hey, I'm really going through something. At the time, it was like you talking about therapy wasn't something normal. And that's another reason why I decided to come out and talk about it, because there's so many people like myself that don't want to tell people what they're going through. Like, they don't want to show that they're depressed. And there's a lot of people that are killing themselves. And there's a lot of people that are like, you know, so unhappy for no reason. You know, it's like they don't understand that depression. And until I understood what I was going through and how I healed myself from it, today I'm like a totally different person, you know. And while I was filming that show, I had already healed from my depression and I understood everything, but I still managed to say it just because I wanted to help someone. Even if it was that one person that watched the show and was like, wow, you know, I'm going through something. Maybe I should talk about it, you know? So, I mean, now I'm 1,000 times better. I think it was a mixture of the relationship that I was in. Just it was such an open relationship because everyone was in the business. Nothing was private.
Right.
I was dealing with a lot of he say, she say things. And I just bottled everything up. And when I bottled everything up, it was kind of like damaging me. And a lot of people don't know how to do that. You know, a lot of people don't know how to open up and say, yeah, this is not good. I shouldn't keep this inside. And
so did you go like to therapy or did you journal or?
So I didn't really go to therapy. What I did was I wrote a lot and I Googled, not Googled, I searched on YouTube a lot of different ways to open up and treat myself. Because of course, not saying that therapy is bad or anything like that, but for me, there was no time for therapy. Like I couldn't say, all right, I'm going to join therapy and do this from Monday to Thursday. I just didn't feel like somebody could really understand. It was something that I had to work with myself, write it down. And so when I did that, with the help of the YouTube videos and other things that I was doing, it helped me re-understand, you know, reevaluate. And then, I just kind of worked with that.
I'm glad you said that. Thanks for sharing that, because sometimes people may feel like therapy is the only way, right? And a lot of times it's very helpful. I'm not knocking therapy at all, but like you were saying, you didn't have the time for it. So you found other resources. And so thank you for sharing that. Now, are you open to therapy whenever your life like kind of slows down?
Yeah, I think that, you know, therapy is really good, even if you're not going through anything. To talk to somebody that's not your friend, that you won't feel like you're getting judged by feeling this way, or, you know, I think it's still good to open up and talk to a therapist. And I think once everything in my life slows down and I'm finally living in my 1-bedroom penthouse, because that's all I don't want
one bedroom.
I don't want to deal with a big. I don't want the mansion. I don't want any of that. I just want my simplicity. I want to live as minimal as possible. My kids are off to college. And then that's when I'll, you know, hell, I might become a therapist myself.
I'm not mad at it.
I love it. And I'm also happy that you shared a different way to address depression. Like Devin mentioned, a lot of folks always think that therapy is the answer, but you had your own way of figuring out what worked for you in dealing with depression. So thank you for sharing your story and being so open and vulnerable about that.
Yes, you guys can ask me whatever. I'm an open book about everything. Y'all, oh my gosh, TMI.
Not at all.
No, never.
Not here.
never TMI. So let's circle back to your experience with being on the show, Selling Tampa. So what impact did this show have on your life? Like, we know you sold cars, we know that you were or are in this real estate world, but what impact did it have on your life?
Well, so after it dropped and, you know, it was on Netflix, or still on Netflix, you know, just random me, you know, I'm always dressed down in a way if I don't have nothing going on. you know, I'll go to Publix and just all these people started recognizing me, and I was like, oh shit. Like, oh gosh, that means I gotta brush my hair now? Like,
no, you don't. You do what you want to do.
Right.
But definitely impacted me in so many ways because I'm talking a lot more about depression. I'm helping a lot more people. There's a lot of people that send me messages on a daily, and, you know, every chance that I get, I do respond to people, and they're like, oh my God, I didn't think you would ever respond. Like you're a celebrity. Why are you responding to little old me? And I'm like, no, first of all, don't look at me like no celebrity. Like, I'm still a human being. And, you know, every chance that I get, I do respond to these messages because the things that these people send me is heartbreaking.
Mm-hmm.
You know, all these stories that I have in my phone, and, you know, when I take the time to like send them messages and talk to them, I've given a few people my number, like, hey, if you feel like you want to cut your wrist, please call me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just take it easy. Then there's a lot of people that want encouragement or advice. You know, so it's just, it has impacted me in a way where I feel like I'm helping more people. And that's always something that I've liked to do.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I've always wanted to figure out a way to help people. It's always just been in me. It's always been in me. So, yeah, just that's the biggest impact for me. Like what I'm seeing, on top of the fact that I'm getting a whole bunch of deals left and right. You know,
Yeah.
Like, right, cut me my checks.
Right.
Yeah, like for doing what? Okay, come on.
I'm not mad at
so you're
it.
helping people in stacking
Getting
your
checks.
bag.
Right.
Yes.
I love it. So you explained how the show may have impacted you in a positive way, and you're helping others. But what about your kiddos? So did them seeing mommy on TV impact them in a negative or positive way, or they was just chilling?
They were pretty excited. For my son, it took a while because I was like, bro, you got to get a job. He's like, no, it's embarrassing because you're on Netflix and like people are going to see me and they're going to be like, what are you doing working? Like, I'm not working. I'm like, hold up. So a minute for him to understand, like, no, you still need to go get a job. It doesn't matter what I got going on. I still want you to understand like life. And the twins, they just swear money grows on trees right now. They're like, mommy, every day, mommy, can you give me V-Bucks? Bro, I just got you $20 yesterday. Like, you know, so they talk about it all the time. They're like, mom, you and daddy are both famous. Like, they'll say when we go out to the stores, you know, and I'm walking with my kids, people come up and they're like, yeah, my mommy's famous.
So it seems like they're like, yeah, so we don't have to work because both of my parents are famous and no, give me what I need. Yes, I have famous parents. So it seems like they're reacting pretty well, I guess. Yeah, no, they
right now, they love it. I mean, it's an experience for them too. So it's pretty cool.
Okay. So having two well-known parents, they're just like, we good. We Gucci.
Mom, can you post me on your Instagram so I can go famous? So I can go famous. Yeah. He's like, and go live. I'm like, boy, are you on live right now?
Oh no. Yeah. You gotta watch these kids because they will set you up.
They will.
Yeah. This is Karla's son, Caden. Yeah. Follow my TikTok at Caden Sunset. And I'm like,
Caden Sunset.
Right now.
That is
funny.
Too cute. I love it though. I love it. Those are some good times.
That is so funny. So when considering your family, your boys, and just you, was it difficult for you to display your life on national television?
Yeah, because there was a lot of things that they wanted me to talk about on the show that I just said, hell to the no, you are not about to have me talk about this. This is something that's really personal and it's my story. And they just kept hammering me down, like hammering. So like, that's why I said behind the scenes, there was a lot of different things going on. The producers will stop the camera and come up to me and be like, hey, why don't you mention about this that happened? I'm like, no, the world doesn't need to know that.
Mm-hmm.
I told you guys that what I was going through because y'all just asked me why were you crying, or why, like, why did you come in? Because every 3 days we would have to come in, even if we weren't filming, to test for COVID. So something had happened within my family, and I couldn't hold the tears. Like, it was something really traumatic. And they were like, what's going on? So, I told them as me being an open book, but not necessarily telling them for them to try to put a whole script together and say, oh, here, you need to talk about this. So that's one of the things that I had a problem with, because I was cool with opening up about myself. Everything that you want to know about me, I'm like, I'll talk about it. But when you want to involve people of my family, like my close family, that's not happening.
Yeah.
Not happening.
I applaud you for that, though.
Yeah, setting boundaries. Like, no, we're here for
set those boundaries. Right. Me only.
Yeah. One of the actually where they were handwriting me so bad was the gym scene where Sherelle was like, what's been going on? Like, you haven't been the same. And that's when they kept stopping the camera and was like, talk about this. I'm like, no, no.
Right.
I'm not doing that. I'm not a person, like, this person does not need to experience shit, like, at all.
Right. Yeah.
I don't need to tell that person's story. So that was that.
Well, good job. Yeah, for standing on your own 2 feet. That's right. I know that's right, girl.
I don't play about my family. So I'm like,
yes, not selling your soul and your family off for a script. No.
Right.
A storyline. No.
Yeah, no, nope.
Not happening. I love that. So, let's talk about the real estate luxury life, right? And luxury real estate luxury life.
Let's talk about it. All things
right, the luxury life, all things luxury, because I'm here for it. But that mom who may be a real estate agent, right, but wants to get to the next level of selling these $5 million homes that you mentioned, how do you get there? Because I could imagine it's hard. And then, like, what does that look like?
I mean, to be honest with you, I haven't even sold a $5 million home yet. I think the last one that I sold was 2.1, 2.2.
Wow.
I still have a $5 million house. It's building relationships and working on that sphere of influence. Like, I mean, you have to be out here hustling. Being a real estate agent, you get to make your own hours, you get to do your own schedule, but it's not easy. See the behind the scenes when we're sitting here sweating, when we're door knocking or cold calling 1,000 people and 500 of them are hanging up on your face, So it's like, it's a lot that goes into getting to that peer that, so yeah, it's just putting in the work. Gotta put in the work. 80 hours a week if you could.
Wow.
Ooh,
a lot.
80 hours.
So would you get your brokerage license one day? Do you want to have your own?
Yes, I'm actually working right now.
Okay.
Yeah, Saturday, the 17th.
That's awesome, Karla.
Yes. So I plan on building my little brokerage and having, maybe 10 to 100 realtors. Who knows?
Okay.
And just hanging up my license with that. I not to say I don't want to do real estate anymore, but I think I'm ready for the next step. And, I'm working on some other projects and I'm really, really happy about that. So put my my license, hang it up and let the realtors work for me and get that little income from them. And here I have my license so I can sell houses, but that won't be my priority.
Right.
Yeah. So that was our last question for you. What's next for Karla? But you've already answered the question.
Right.
I'm working on feminine products.
Ooh, tell us more. We have to bring you back.
Mm-hmm.
Well, tell us what you can tell us. I know you probably can't tell us. Yeah, but
so I am working on a feminine product, feminine wash. So it's all no preservatives, nothing of that nature. You know, there's a lot of stuff that's in the stores right now, like Summer's Eve, not to no shade, but Summer's Eve got properties in the ingredients that it's just not good. You know, you're experiencing problems, too many continuing problems is because of what you're using. So I plan on coming out with this feminine wash. It's gonna be all natural, cruelty-free, vegan, the whole nine, and it's gonna be amazing. So got a few works. I just got my samples. I'm definitely going for formula number 1, but you know me, I'm like, I'm a perfectionist. Oh, I sent it back and I was like, work on some more, send me like 3 more, you know, because I really want it. Once I push this product out, I don't want to have to change anything or tweak anything. I want it to be perfect. So when it hits the market, it's ready, you know,
right?
Like, anything to it. So that's what I'm working on.
That's exciting.
You like your soap. So that's
you love yourself. So this aligns with you.
It just everything about cleanliness, everything that goes, you know, for your body in and out, whatever. It's just that's my field, and I think that's why I was like, let me go ahead and get my broker's license. Realtors work under me. I don't have to necessarily hang my license up and never work real estate again. It's just something that I want to go ahead and set aside and then work on that. And the car dealership, I'm actually selling it right now. So.
Oh, you're selling your car dealership.
My mom.
How's that going? What does that even look like?
Well, my mom, so it's me and my mom working it, and she reached out to me and she was like, Karla, I can't do this anymore. Because she's there and she has 2 salespeople that are there too. So she's there overseeing everything. I mean, she's not there every day, but she oversees all of it. She'll call me if we have a situation with a client where I just have to, you know, kind of get a little, hey, bitch, what's the payment? No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, so you collecting the checks too?
Yes. Call me and be like, can you call this guy? He's not making his payments. So things like that. But she just called me a few weeks ago. Actually, yeah, like 2 months. And she was like, Karla, I can't. I think we should sell a dealership. So yeah, we're selling it. It's up for
exciting.
Okay. Keep in mind, do what you got to do.
It's good because it's time to close that chapter. I mean, I've been telling her like, I'm done with this. I'm done with the cars.
Yeah,
it's too much. It's too much. So,
well, you definitely have some exciting things ahead. So sometimes it takes closing one chapter to open a new and better one. So I wish you much success with that whole process.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah, and we have to bring you back when you release and come out with your soaps, and you can tell us all about it and all that stuff. So we love a good product over here. So
absolutely.
Yes.
I'll keep y'all in mind. That's what I'm working on. That's why I'm being such a stubborn perfectionist right now, because I'm like, I make sure this is perfect for all the ladies.
Yes.
0 negative feedback. I want everything.
0 negative.
0
I love it. I love it. Well, with all this luxury talk, you know, I think it's time for some mama juice.
Okay. It's always time for mama juice.
Yeah. So what we drinking?
Meanwhile, Karla got her water.
She got to drink her
water.
It
has what, electrolytes and stuff in it.
This is the only water that I will drink. I'm still waiting on these people to call me because I think I'm the only person that fiends the way I fiend over this water. That's crazy.
Oh, you should do some type of brand thing. Yeah, I saw that on your social media the other day.
Yes, like I buy them by the boxes. I mean, I have Amazon bringing me boxes every single day. Like, go ahead, stock me up.
Wow.
Well, I hope you get that brand deal. Yeah, I hope they endorse yours. However that works. Yeah.
Okay. So here is our yummy mama juice. Doesn't it look like a sunset?
Yeah, it does.
It looks like a sunset.
So what is it at? Like, what does it have in it?
So it's called the Luxe.
Okay.
And we called it the Luxe because, Karla,
yes,
you are talking to us about the luxury real estate lifestyle. So we're like, let's name this drink the Luxe. And y'all know we always bring drinks in that are inspired by our guests. So our drink is called the Luxe, and it has 1.5 ounces of vodka,
Mhm.
And it's interesting because you say you work out. Vodka is supposed to be a low calorie alcohol. So like this, it just all makes sense.
Yes.
So 1.5 ounces of vodka, an ounce of triple sec, a half an ounce of blood orange juice, and a half an ounce of lemon juice. That's the Luxe cocktail. Now, for our mamas to be, or our mamas who don't drink, this is the mocktail version. It's a half an ounce of blood orange juice. It's an ounce of non-alcoholic triple sec and a half an ounce of lemon juice. So you shake all that up with some ice and pour it in a martini glass, and that is the Luxe.
So sexy.
And it's inspired by Karla.
Yes, I love that. Definitely.
Yes, we will send you the ingredients.
Cool.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So the next part
Mama's Corner. What's it going on?
Yes, Mama's Corner. Y'all know this is my favorite part of the show, and y'all have been like overwhelmingly sending us letters. So I'm so excited. Keep them coming. And so now it's to the point where I can kind of like read through the letters and kind of see like which letter would be good for a guest, right? So if this is your first time listening to our podcast, Mama's Corner is basically an opportunity for our listeners to write into us, and we can not give advice because we're not like experts, but based on our experiences, we can kind of tell you like what we would do, right? And then you can vent if you want to. If you want to talk about your teenager who's being rebellious, that's okay. Or your tantrum toddler, that's okay too. And if you have grown kids, I heard they could be a little annoying too. So if you want to vent about these grown kids, toddlers, or whatever age your kid is, feel free to write us. Also, if you have a mama hack you want to share, something that you found that really works for you and you want to share it out, please send that in too. So this Mama's Corner letter is basically a mama asking for some advice. So we're going to have Karla kind of answer, and then we'll chime in too. So it's pretty short, but short and sweet, gets to the point. Okay. So it says, "Hey mamas, love what you're doing. Keep up the good work. I am not feeling motivated and I just feel stuck. Any advice? Any tips? Thank you."
So for me, I mean, the best thing that I do when I'm feeling stuck or unmotivated is to get up. Just get up, even if it's to go to the kitchen, wash some dishes, do something, get outside. You try to push yourself to just move, just take just move, go to the gym, try to do, I mean, is she talking about in life? Because I can go real deep. Or
go as deep as you want to, girl.
Is she saying like, is she unmotivated for the gym? Because in life in general, like, just get up. Like I said, go to the kitchen, cook you something nice, put on some music, just kind of get in your vibe, like move a step, just move, move. You gotta move. You can't sit, you can't feel, you can't be scrolling on Instagram. You definitely gotta just get up and shut all that off. Just shut it off. That's what I do. And it helps.
That's real.
Yeah.
Social media is definitely a distraction.
It is.
Definitely.
It is.
Definitely. I even get distracted on social media now.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes I'm literally sitting on the couch and I'm just scrolling from going through an email to going on Instagram and sitting there. And before you know it, it's like 45 minutes that I've been scrolling. And I'm like, Karla, now I feel stuck. Now I feel unmotivated. It's like, no, I got to turn my phone off. Let me go in the kitchen. Let me do something. Let me just move.
Right.
Once I start moving, I'm like, okay, I'm good. I got my energy. I got my batteries back in. So
that was good. That was good. Ken, you have anything?
So I like Karla's feedback about social media. That helps me, like just unplugging sometimes helps me get motivated. But also just taking some time. Y'all know I love my me time. Sometimes I have to get myself together, like sit down and have a conversation with myself. Like, Ken, get it together, girl. You're okay. Find whatever it is you need to get you up and moving. And Karla, also the idea of, or the act of getting up and either working out, going for a walk, even talking to friends, like not everybody, but that one or two friends that will say, girl, listen, you've been here before and you bounce back. Sometimes you need a reminder. Like, you are that girl. Get your ass up and you'll be fine.
Right.
So whether that's you telling yourself that or you having a conversation with a good friend that says, girl, you've been here before and you kicked that ass. Let's kick that ass again. Right. So, you know, that's my feedback. Find either that friend or that partner or yourself, even having that conversation with yourself or whomever to say, you got this, get up, and it's going to be okay.
Yes. Put that lip gloss on.
Yes.
Yes.
For
Feeling
me,
good about yourself.
I think I would go back to like finding your why too, right? Because sometimes that'll motivate us. So like just finding your why of why you want to do whatever it is that you're doing. It wasn't, I don't know, like Karla said, it could be working out, it could be work related, it could be wanting to pursue something. But literally just find your why and try to go from there, as well as move around, like Karla said. And then last week when we were talking about Melissa Butler, we talked about dreaming big, right? So getting that journal and writing your dreams out. Sometimes when you write things out, you feel so motivated afterwards, right? Or have some type of vision board you can put up. And it doesn't have to be a lot of things on there. It can be 5 things on there, but just try to like check those things off and just realize, like I said last time, one day at a time, one thing at a time.
Yes.
So
one step
that would
at
be
a
my advice.
For sure.
Mention of that why was good.
It is.
Absolutely. Understanding like, this is my why. This is the reason why I need to motivate myself to get up.
Sometimes we forget that. I mean, we forget, why are we even doing this? And then you got to sit down, take that me time, talk to yourself and say, girl, this is why you're doing this. Like, this is why you need to do this, you know? So
exactly.
Yeah, for sure.
I have a lot of conversation with myself.
Oh yeah.
Me too.
I do. I really do. Because if I don't, who knows where Kendra would be.
Same.
Yeah.
Well, Karla, thank you for being here with us.
Yes.
And just everything you shared has just been so great. And we really appreciate your presence and you hanging out with us tonight.
Thank you.
Yes. So before we let you go, Karla, if people are not following you on social media, where can they follow you?
I am on Instagram at Karla with a K, Giorgio, like Giorgio Armani. He ain't my daddy, but you know, we'll talk about that. Like, where's my check for that? So it's a Karla Giorgio _.
Okay, and we'll have her information in the description box. And friend, where can they find us at on the socials?
They can find us on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok at The Real Mama Pod. And if you're interested in my life, I'm at Kendra Ferg _, and that's KendraFerg _.
Okay.
Devin.
And you can reach me at devgrace _. That's DEBGRACE _. And don't forget, we have Auntie merch. We just dropped last week. So visit our website, www.therealmamapod.com. And we have Mama merch on there too. So check that out. And then also don't forget to rate, write, and review us on YouTube or wherever you stream your podcast. You guys have been showing so much love to us. Keep it going. We feel so loved. And then lastly, time is running out for these Sexfirmation cards, y'all. This discount is not going to last too much longer. So if you haven't got your cards, go ahead and get them. You see the question we had today for Karla was actually pretty good. So if you want those, check out drjack.co. And then remember, our code for that is Real Mama, all caps, no spaces. So did I forget anything this week, friend?
This week. If you are interested in writing in Devin's favorite portion or segment of the show, then email us at mama@therealmamapod.com.
Yes. Until next time, have a good night.
Bye.
Bye.